This podcast is intended for mature audiences only. We explore topics surrounding sexuality, intimate relationships, and related subjects in an open and candid manner. Please be advised that we are not licensed marriage or sex therapists, and the content shared here is for entertainment and informational purposes only. If you are under 18 years of age or prefer not to engage with discussions about sex, relationships, or mature language, we strongly recommend that you refrain from listening further. However, if you are of legal age and comfortable with this content, we invite you to settle in and enjoy the show.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Beyond Monogamy. I'm Adam.
And I'm Pris.
And today we're going to stir the pot a little bit. I got to say, this may be a somewhat controversial topic
Uh-oh.
that we're going to be talking about. And those of you who are listening, you may disagree with us. You may agree with us. Like I said, this is a controversial topic. What is the topic today?
Wait, I'm going to ask you, what is the topic
Oh,
today,
Thank you for
sir?
asking. I feel like you just took an interest in me.
I did.
The topic today
Okay.
is the upgrade dilemma.
Dun, dun, dun.
Is there an inherent hierarchy in the swinger community? Now, what does that mean exactly? What that means, or essentially what this topic is asking, is when they say a hierarchy in the swinger community,
Yeah.
we've referred to it before as the tiers, the different
Oh, I
tiers.
got you.
So, when we first got into the different groups and the communities, there were, different people that we perceived to be in different tiers if we were to almost high schoolish.
Okay.
You remember going to high school and there was just different tiers of people. I don't want to say classes.
I got
it's not
you.
class,
Mm-hmm.
but different tiers. You've got people who are considered more popular than
Yeah.
most.
Yeah. Prettier.
So that's the thing.
Attractiveness.
That's the thing is what makes these people considered to be an upgrade. And I use that term upgrade very loosely. But what I mean by that term is when we as newbies get into the lifestyle, a lot of the new people are doing so for sexual conquest. I mean, let's be realistic. There's not a whole lot of people who are new to the lifestyle who go in and go, man, I just really want to be friends with everybody.
No.
That's not really the case. If somebody finds out that this community even exists, they're going to be like, man, I want to join and I want to have sex with all the hot people.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because these are the people that I think are hot and those are the people that I want to have sex with.
Yeah.
Obviously, nobody goes into the community going, man, I really hope I find somebody that's not very attractive that I can have sex with.
Okay, so that's why they say, like,
You know what I'm
upgrade.
saying?
I got you,
So
like a newer car. I
right,
gotcha.
right.
Okay,
So,
go ahead.
it's not an upgrade as far as your spouse is concerned. So
Yeah.
it's not like, "Oh, I'm gonna have sex with somebody who's better or hotter than my spouse."
Gotcha.
That's not what we're
Yeah,
saying here.
no, most definitely not.
We're saying an upgrade as in, what we used to tell each other all the time. We need to raise the
To raise the bar.
right? We
Yeah.
don't wanna go for less than what we feel we can
Yeah.
achieve.
Exactly.
Right?
Because I feel like, especially people like me and you, we have very low self-esteem,
Right.
right?
Right.
So, like, when we were poly,
Mm.
you always went for, like, I would say the little hurt bird,
The
little broken wing,
ladies.
you know?
Yeah, yeah.
And I would go for, like, the more mischievous, the more hood or something, like,
Right,
you know?
right.
So,
Yeah,
I gotcha.
we aimed low
Yeah.
because we felt it was
It matched us.
easier to attain.
Yes.
We didn't have to put so much work into it,
Yes.
right? But now that's dating. Sexually speaking, we
Mm.
didn't raise the bar immediately either. When we first came in as newbies, we also did not have large amounts of confidence.
No.
And so because of that, we saw very attractive people or what we thought immediately were attractive people, and we didn't even try to talk to them
No.
because we didn't feel like we were on that level.
Right.
And we did that for several years.
Yeah.
We actually did that for most of our journey.
Yeah.
And it wasn't until probably the last few years that we kind of broke that and we said,
Yeah.
okay, yeah,
I don't think there's such a thing.
I don't think that there's a tier system, but I
Yeah.
think that the problem with this is that a lot of us go into the lifestyle thinking that there is a tier
Right.
system.
Yeah.
And if you guys are listening right now, it may sound obnoxious, it may sound like, "I can't believe you actually believe this," but let's face facts. Everybody that's new, that comes in and sees the groups or that anything like that, even the community, you're gonna see some sort of weird hierarchy where there seems to be more popular people at the top of the scale who get invited to more things, et cetera, and it appears that there's, and it just goes down from there, right?
Right. Yeah.
While it does appear like that,
Yeah.
I really, really and truly do not believe that it is a thing.
No. I agree. We used to believe that. No, I don't think there is such a thing. Now, it did take me getting my own insecurities and understanding my self-worth
Mhm.
to know that there was not a hierarchy.
Yeah, yeah. Well,
Like, I had
so
to
that
because
yeah, that
I
was hard
created
saving.
that in myself.
Right, and I
Do you
I think
know?
that we all do that,
Yeah.
and whether people admit it out loud or not, I think every one of us kinda sits back and goes, "Oh, man, I'm not on that person's level,"
Yeah.
or maybe that
I mean,
person's not on my
if you've
level.
never thought that, wow, good for you, but yeah.
Nobody wants to be that overly cocky person who says, "I'm sorry, but you are not
Oh,
on my level." You know
yeah.
what I mean? But
I think attractiveness is attractiveness. Like, I am attracted to personality, but I'm also attractive to looks. Like, you have to be
right.
attractive.
There has to be some sort
And
of
so,
attraction
I
there.
mean, it is what it is.
But people see things differently, right?
Exactly.
So
Yeah.
what you see is attractive in somebody, I may see something different,
Yeah.
or I may see somebody attractive because of something that you don't see.
Yes.
And it really varies from person to person.
Yes.
But I think realistically, we have to figure out what you would define as an upgrade. Do we define an upgrade as somebody who is physically hotter? Do we define an upgrade as somebody who's just got a friggin' top-notch personality, like they can make you laugh and all this stuff, like they're
Right.
just enjoyable company? Is it experience? Is it somebody who's been really, really
Mm.
experienced with the lifestyle? Is that what's considered an upgrade? You
I
know what I
think it
mean?
varies for person to person.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I mean, it's really
Because
hard to tell what would you
I
consider.
think it's whatever your insecurity is, you're
Yeah.
gonna is it
Yeah, I
deflect?
suppose I suppose.
You
I mean,
know? So, like, for me, I would really hate for you to be with somebody who is absolutely over the top intellectual,
really.
because 'cause I'd be like, "See, that's my insecurity." Because I don't
Intellect.
think yeah, because I don't think I am that smart.
You're crazy,
I
girl.
mean, I know I'm
Of
smart,
course you're smart.
but
I
do you
wouldn't
know
be
what I
with you
mean?
if you weren't smart, honestly.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, yeah,
so
yeah, yeah,
that
yeah.
and, like, for you,
Humor.
humor, if
Bruh.
anybody was, like,
Mm-mm.
funnier
No,
than you
no, no.
yeah.
You are allowed to be with a woman who's funnier than me, but by that argument, she better wanna be with me too. Like, this better be a sharing thing. You know what I mean? She's gonna put on a fucking comedy show for both of us, and then we're gonna wax that ass. You know
Okay,
what I'm saying?
gotcha.
That's the only passable time, but
Okay, so
yeah.
back to the that's how
But
we
and,
so that's what we mean,
yeah,
that's
yeah,
so
for
that would be
sure.
for me, that would be you upgrading if you get with somebody who's absolutely an intellectual, and so because of that, that is my deflection.
Well, that's an
That's what I don't
upgrade from you as far as you're concerned,
right.
but
Yeah,
what would an
exactly.
upgrade as far as I'm
I don't
concerned
know,
for
what would
me
it?
be? Well, that's the thing about it is, I don't
I mean, I
I
know I'm
don't
your wife, and
I
I
don't
know that
just
I'm
look at well, I'm not looking at upgrading from you.
okay, that's what
That's
I'm
where you're
saying.
getting
Yeah,
confused. I'm not looking to upgrade from the spouse.
you're looking to upgrade I know,
It's
so that's what I'm
not
asking
see,
you,
that's
like,
the problem with the word upgrade, is that you're looking at it
as an
as
in
I
person.
am trying to upgrade from you. That's not what I'm
Right.
saying.
Okay.
What I'm saying is when we go into the lifestyle, we don't want to have sex with people that we find less attractive.
Right.
Do you understand what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And so the question is, what makes that person less attractive in our eyes? Is it a physical beauty? Is it a personality thing? Is it experience? What makes us go for
Oh,
something that's a higher level than what we think of? You know what I mean? I don't
yes.
know if I'm using the right words.
No, 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 you are. You are. I went into one subject and then I came around to this one.
Yeah,
So no,
yeah.
no, no,
So
no, no.
so
You
realistically,
are
it's us as a couple, or it's you
individually.
as an individual
Yeah.
going into the lifestyle as a new person. I'm not talking as an experienced person, because an experienced person knows that this has evolved, that this has changed. At least most of you should know
Yeah.
that we are, more or less evolving around friendship and things like that. But I'm talking about from a new person standpoint
Who's just
when
in
they
it
go
for
in. Yeah. They first go in, and let's face facts. Like I said, we've said it ourselves. We've walked in, we're like, okay, there's these people up here,
Yeah.
and those people we really feel might be unattainable.
Yeah.
We feel like they might be unattainable. Why do we feel that way? Well, maybe because they're really popular. Maybe because it seems like they're very much in demand.
Mhm.
Maybe they're invited to all the stuff. Everybody's talking about them. They seem like they've
Do
been
you
involved in the community for a very long time.
Yeah.
People seem to like
So
them.
for you, what would be yours? Like what
I think mine's a combination of
it
things.
is.
Mine's a combination of things.
Mhm.
It's not really just one thing.
Yeah.
So when we first started, it was physical attraction.
Mhm.
What what I viewed somebody who was on a top tier was physical beauty. Were they hot,
Mhm.
right? And what I started realizing was a lot of these people that I initially saw as extremely physically attractive, the more time I spent with them, the more I realized, no, they're pretty average, right? And which is cool. I mean,
Yeah.
that's a good thing, because mentally as a new person, you walk in, you put people on pedestals and they don't belong there.
Yes.
And most of the time, if you tell these people that you're putting them on a pedestal, they'll look at you and go, "Don't do that.
Don't do that.
Don't do that.
Yeah.
Please don't do that.
Yeah.
I'm just a regular person."
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so that's why, realistically, we try not to have these kinds of thoughts. But as a new person coming in, it's going to be thought of.
Oh, yeah.
As a new person who comes into the different groups and the different communities, that's something that they're going to see. Now, like I said, initially it was physical attraction. Somebody who was maybe going to the gym quite a bit,
Mhm.
you
Mhm.
know? Maybe somebody who showed off a lot of cleavage, or whatever, one way or another, whether it's a guy or whether it's a girl, it was a physical attraction.
Yeah.
Then as time went on, I realized that I liked personality more than physical attraction. And then it became a personality thing.
Uh-huh.
And I was real big into personality. And that's what made a top tier person for me, was if they could be both physically attractive
Uh-huh.
and have a badass personality. That's
Okay.
incredible, right?
Yeah.
So then I realized, wait, you know, if if they're physically attractive and they have a badass personality, chances are they're going to be really, really popular in
Okay.
in the groups.
Uh-huh.
And then I really have to ask myself, is that a part of it too? I think it is. I think that them being popular, them being good looking, and them having a great personality, I think forget it. That's top tier,
Yeah.
right? Right?
Yeah.
So then what happens is I meet these people,
Okay.
right? And as I said, you see this physical beauty and you
Yeah.
think, wow, they're incredible. And then you get closer to them and you sit and talk to them, and then you realize, oh, what was I building up? They're
Yeah.
just average. That's okay.
Yeah.
It's not so bad. It's not so intimidating, right? So then you get to talking to them and you think, man, they're gonna blow me out of the water with their conversation. Then you realize, oh, they're kind of socially awkward. And I don't think that they know how to keep a conversation going.
Yeah.
So maybe their personality is pretty average.
Yeah.
And then you sit back and you kind of watch them kind of linger around and look for a spot to talk to somebody. And then you realize, oh, maybe they're not that popular.
Yeah.
Maybe this imaginary pedestal that I put them on
Yeah.
was completely wrong. And
Yeah.
so that's the reason why we know now, as
Yes.
experienced people, that this hierarchy does not actually
It
exist.
does not. You create it yourself.
We all create it.
Yeah.
Every one of us and
Yeah.
everybody that's listening right now, we all create this this imaginary hierarchy in our own head.
Yeah.
And whoever's on that top tier is who we think in our own brains is
Yeah.
unattainable.
Yeah.
And it could vary from person to person. What I think is unattainable, you don't think is unattainable for me. I have friends that
Oh, most
I had a
definitely.
conversation with a friend of mine, and she said, "Who do you think is unattainable?" And I started listing,
Yeah.
and she was like, "No, dude, you could
No,
totally get that."
I tell you all the
I
time.
know.
So I don't know what happened in my head or what maybe it was just me understanding my self-worth,
Mhm.
I guess.
Mhm.
That unattainable thing
Yeah.
kinda went out my head.
Yeah, well, I still have it in my head,
Yeah.
but it's getting less and less
Yeah, I don't
because
know.
I'm realizing the unattainable people that I think are unattainable, I start, like, hanging around them, and then I'm like, "You know what?
I don't wanna attain them.
Either I don't wanna attain them or maybe they might be a little bit easier to attain than I
Oh
thought."
my god.
Didn't have to work on that at
No, I
all.
mean, yeah, no, I don't have that anymore. I
Now,
used to.
I will bring up something different here, and this is fun. This is fun, guys, I
Oh
promise.
my
This is gonna be fun.
god.
This is gonna be fun. Okay, so
No.
no, this is good, this is good.
Okay.
So, kinda going back to that because 'cause we're talking about what would be somebody that you would consider a quote unquote "upgrade" that you would wanna basically go after and try and have sex with or whatever the hell.
Okay.
I have had this discussion with you before. We have an established podcast. People seem to know us in the community.
Yeah.
We are known, right?
Yeah.
We got to play with a couple once, and the woman had made a remark like, "Oh, I finally get to see if what I've been hearing on the podcast was true."
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And so while I don't feel like we are on the top tier ever as
No.
far as looks, as far as personality, as far as
My
any of that.
personality sucks.
Oh, bruh. Like, you guys don't even
I
know.
got good hair.
She has amazing hair, though. As far as all that's concerned, we we are not we are not celebrities by any means, but we have been
No.
referred to in the community as such, which drives us batty. Anyways, we have had people seek us out because we have a
Oh,
podcast.
yeah.
And
They're like, "Really?
literally
Does he go that long?" And oh,
sexually, yeah,
most definitely.
sexually, people
Yeah.
will legitimately reach out to us because they want to have sex with the people that they heard on
Yes.
the podcast.
Yes.
And, that's one of the things where it's like, is that an upgrade? Like, is that something that you would consider, "Oh, that's somebody that I would try and aim for a higher tier of somebody who has a podcast." I mean, like I said, we by no means feel like we are above anybody at all. We're just
No.
average Joes
Yeah.
and Janes, and we go out there to meet and greets, and we meet up with people just the same way as you guys do, and we do all the same thing that you guys do. The only difference is that we talk about it on a mic.
Openly.
You know? So there's really
But
no
yeah.
difference between us, but
No.
there are people out there who put us on that top tier, and
Yeah.
why? Because we talk into a microphone,
That's it.
because people know who we are in that in that
Dude, we're the
in
socially
that
awkward
respect.
people.
Bruh. Like, I
Like,
can
they
I
don't
can
even
talk
know.
about this all day if you put a microphone in front of me, but don't sit in front of me. Don't let's not talk,
Let's not
you know?
talk.
Yeah, unless you have a coffee or something, I'm just not interested. So, that was something that I found interesting because we've had it come up more than once where people have seeked us out sexually just because we have a
Oh,
podcast.
yeah.
And hey, fuck it. I mean, if this podcast helps get me laid, I'm not complaining. Do you want to have sex with me? That's fine. If you want to have sex with me because of the podcast, that too is fine. But, at least make me feel like
There's
I'm wanted.
something wrong with you.
Bruh, you have no idea.
Something wrong with
Actually, the
you.
doctor might know. I don't know. So, yeah, that was something that I always felt like, it was one of those things. Is it a status thing in the
Yeah.
community? Sometimes people go for that. It's not always based on looks. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I
Some
I
people
I
have a
agree.
different hierarchy in
Yeah.
their
I
own heads.
individuallys.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, and it's not always based on looks, and it just kinda goes to show you sometimes it is, sometimes it's not. So I always found that kind of interesting. Now, are some couples, or individuals more sought after in the community, like,
Oh, yeah.
as far as exploring the dynamics of desirability and
Yes.
selection, it's probably safe to say that we've seen that there are certain couples out there that are on the they're on the checklist for more people.
Yes.
Yeah.
Most
Like, there's a
definitely.
lot more people that go, "I
There's
would like that
I would
right
like
there."
oh, yeah.
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 Yeah, I mean, I'll settle for this who's next to me, but I would like
But
that
I would
over
like
there,
that.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, everybody goes to the restaurant and, you go to Texas Roadhouse and you walk and you're like, "Oh, man, I can't wait to get a steak," and then you see all those steaks off to the side and the beautiful shelving,
Yes.
and it's like, "Should I pick out a steak?" And then you see the prices, it's like, I would like that, but when we sit down, I'm just gonna order a pork chop. I'm
Yeah.
good with the pork chop.
Wah,
Yeah,
wah.
yeah.
No, most definitely. There are a lot of, couples and individuals that people are like, "Yeah, I'd like to try that."
Yeah, yeah, and, I think a big portion of the issue that people have is they don't want to come off as shallow. They don't want
Yeah,
to admit that they want somebody that's
but
physically
as
attractive.
as an adult, you have
Yeah.
to understand that physical attraction is important.
It is
Like,
important,
you're not trying like,
but there's
don't
more to it.
there's more to it. There's a lot of different physical attraction stuff, like,
Right.
there's a list of things,
Right.
but there has to be physical attraction.
There has to be something. Now,
Something that attracts you to this
how
person.
how we see physical attraction is different from
That's what I
person to
mean.
person.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like, I'm not just saying they
Yeah.
have to be pretty because I think every woman is pretty.
Now there are some people that only see it that way,
Yeah.
where it's like,
Oh,
"Well,
yeah.
I only want a woman with big boobs, and she has to have a big butt and a little waist,
Yeah.
and she's gotta" we've had people go, "We want somebody who hits the gym at least 5 to 6 times a day.
Oh, mo
They need to weigh less than this," stuff
yeah.
like that, like, they're
Mhm.
very, very,
Very.
very
And
specific.
you have a right to if you wanna be
Of
that
course,
way,
if that's if you wanna be
Yeah.
that selective, that is what it is.
That
Of
is
course,
your
it's gonna
choice.
be slim pickings.
Slim.
You're gonna really have to work on that,
We like the
but
tacos.
I personally, I'm a big buffet fan,
That's right.
and I like the variety.
Yes, you
I
do.
do, I do. I am not a very selective person. So, that I always found that kind of interesting. There are some couples that are just more sought after, and
Yeah.
individuals as well. Now, I'm kinda curious about the physical appearance and body image aspect of it.
Okay.
And the reason why I bring that up is because I have body image issues.
Yes.
I am kind of insecure about my body.
Yeah, you are.
I'm getting better.
Yeah.
I'm getting better. I'm sorry, but I know that confidence is sexy, and 2025 is the year
Confident.
of confident Adam.
Yes.
And, the shirt's coming off a bit more, but
Wow.
but I just had, I've lost a lot of weight,
Yeah.
and, I just don't feel like I'm that hot. And, it's hard because, you have this is a community that's built off of profiles and pictures and videos.
Yeah.
And how can I be seen,
Yes.
whether it be on social media, whether it be on a
Any way you
website,
can be seen.
whatever it is,
Mhm.
you have to get seen.
Mhm.
Now, I saw once I saw a sexual podcaster
Okay.
do one of their shows, and what they were talking about was essentially how gosh, it's really hard to explain it, but basically, as far as the whole body image goes, they really didn't feel like body was as important as we make it seem like. But they did say that when it comes to your profiles, on these
Uh-huh.
sex websites and
Yeah.
stuff like
Yeah,
that,
yeah.
you can be the hottest person in the world. And
Mhm.
if you don't have good pictures to represent that, you will
Oh,
not get picked up or noticed,
yeah.
or you will get passed over more. It
Yeah.
and that you can actually take somebody who's maybe not considered that attractive, and you can do really good pictures, and it'll raise them up,
It does.
to a certain level.
And I have seen that.
Yeah.
So, a lot of women I mean, I actually, I've been seeing a lot of men too, but a lot of women use when they're on social media, they're
Yeah.
using filters
Man, yeah.
and we have angles now. Like
Right.
we know how to make ourselves look really good in pictures.
Right, right,
There's
yeah.
also AI now.
Sure.
Like there's a lot of things like that yeah, can make you look. I mean,
Man.
honestly, babe,
Ugh.
I've seen
Ugh.
women on social media, and then when I meet them in person,
It's the
it's
worst.
the worst.
Why? Why do you do the filters?
I don't
Well, I mean, I know why people do the filters. I'm not gonna take that away from them.
no,
I understand these filters
but you
make
have
you
to be
feel
of
more secure about how you're portraying
yeah,
yourself. The problem is that unless you plan on never meeting these people,
yeah,
you are misrepresenting yourself, and let me tell you something, you as a person without the filters, you're attractive.
yes,
You're attractive. People will find you attractive without the filters. But I know a lot of people who sit back and go, man, that's a total misrepresentation. And to me, that's a
yes,
form of lying. And
uh-huh,
even though I find you attractive, I cannot go with somebody who
yes.
misrepresents themselves like that. You know,
I mean, we've seen it.
we've seen it. We've seen it. For me, it's less of a big deal. I have seen I've seen it to where you can tell they use a little light Snapchat filter, where it removes, like, the little wrinkles and stuff.
I like my laugh
Um,
lines.
I've seen it all the way to where every picture they have is a fucking puppy dog Snapchat filter.
Yeah.
Ugh, it drives me nuts.
I remember you dated a girl that's all she ever did.
I know. And then, you can also I had a guy tell me one time, God, he was just so shallow. And he used to tell me all the time, he would say, if I look at a girl's pictures and I notice that all of them are from a very, very high elevation, then I know that she's a larger woman and I'm not interested.
Oh, because they pick it up like this.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
I
And
mean,
I said,
we want
I
our whole
don't
body.
know if that's a fair examination. I know that there's a lot of women out there with bodies that vary, and they all kinda do that high,
Yeah, it's whatever
that
they
high
feel
angle.
comfortable with.
Right, right,
Yeah,
because some
yeah.
people think that they have a double chin. Some people feel like they have to hide certain things. Whatever.
I totally get it. Yes.
Whatever makes you feel sexy, whatever makes you feel better, just understand that if you go too far with it to the point to where you're unrecognizable, it is a misrepresentation.
Yeah.
I mean, that is what it
You don't
is.
have puppy dog ears.
I know. Last I checked, every time you,
Don't
open
have
your
those
mouth.
freckles.
That's right. Those freckles aren't real. I don't think that's real at all.
No. But
No.
yeah, I mean, that does happen, and it is something that a lot of people use for themselves and
Yeah, I've
you know
struggled with body image, and
yeah.
I've compared myself to a lot of other guys in the lifestyle. The big problem that I had going into the lifestyle was I assumed every guy was rocking a six-pack and an 8-inch cock that was just hard all the time.
Yeah.
What I didn't realize was that was just a misrepresentation in porn, but real life
It is not like
is
that.
not like that.
No.
Real life is actually quite normal. You will see a lot of guys with a big belly, and
I like them big boys.
you'll see a lot of guys who maybe aren't rocking a very large dick. But you
That's
know what?
okay.
They know how to use it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But this is what real life is like.
Yeah.
And that's not you take the one person that's in the room who's all jacked and friggin' muscular,
Grizzled.
and that's the person I look at and I go, I don't stand a chance against this
Oh,
guy.
yeah, I've heard you say that
I've said that
so
before.
many
I'm
times.
like, I
You
got no
know?
opportunities here.
I
You know?
I used I used to be the person who's like, "Oh my god, they got their body done. Nope, mm-mm, I'm not
Yeah.
even going to do that."
Yeah.
I do not even care anymore.
Yeah. A lot has changed. I've realized that comparing myself to others is not a very good idea
Yeah,
because essentially it removes you from the running of trying to have fun with others.
yeah.
Nobody finds that sexy.
No.
It's not sexy to be not confident in yourself.
Now, how do you feel do you ever feel like you're being passed over?
I have felt that before.
Yeah.
I have felt that before. I feel like that's a toxic way of thinking. Unfortunately, I have had those thoughts before,
Oh, yeah.
but I guess the struggles that I had with depression and anxiety, I feel like that kind of added to the lack of confidence that I had in myself for a long
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, I felt like there were times where, hey, if you put me right next to the most muscular guy at the beach and you tell the chickadees, hey, you get to choose one or the other,
Yeah.
and both of them will sleep with you, but whichever one you want, that's the one you're going to go over to. I have a feeling I'll probably get chosen less. And that's just because, let's face facts, all of us are shallow a little bit. All of us see a good looking body and we're like, oh man,
Nope.
the things I would do to that body if you just give me 3 minutes and I'll be
2 and a
done.
half. Stop giving yourself more time.
I want to cuddle for at least 30 seconds before my wife walks into the room and tells me, get your ass off of her. I really feel like all of us, every one of us has done that. And I don't care who says what. You cannot tell me. I understand you may be into personality and all that good stuff, but you cannot tell me that a pretty girl who is very stacked like a brick house walked in front of you and you didn't go, damn, or a very, very jacked, handsome dude walked by and you didn't go, ooh, look at them shoulders,
Mhm.
or whatever
Oh,
the hell.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it just, we all do it.
Yeah.
We all do it. And so
But yeah, no, I
it's
mean,
okay to admit it.
yeah.
Just don't be an asshole about it and be like, well, I don't do fat chicks. What the fuck? There was a guy that was walking around with a shirt that says, I don't do fat chicks. And the dude was fat.
Oh, that's rude.
I know. He was at Walmart.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. That's classic. Classic.
I mean, oh my that's a shitty dude,
Well, hey, it is what it is.
probably with a
What are you gonna
small
do?
dick.
See? Now, see that?
Yeah.
That right there,
Was shallow?
that was a little judgmental.
Yes.
Yeah, which is fine, I think. I think that's totally fine.
But yeah, no, I've maybe felt a little passed over a time or 2.
Have you?
Yeah, yeah, because I'm like, "Oh, man, I thought that guy was really hot. I really want him, but I don't think I'm his type."
Now, was that you removing yourself from
Oh,
that,
probably. No, I don't know.
or did you try and fail?
I've never tried.
There you go. I think the whole being passed over thing is you have
I have
to
to
have
try.
attempted and been turned down, which I have, and you've noticed that they've gone for somebody
I have
else,
not attempted.
and I've had that happen a few times. I have attempted,
Uh-huh,
been turned down,
uh-huh.
and then watched as that person went for the next person, and I sat back and gone,
Huh,
"Well, shit.
that's funny.
I think I just got passed over." And I think it's probably because my ass don't look good in these jeans.
No, I never attempted
Well, see, that's the
and got
problem.
passed
So,
over.
yeah, like Michael Jordan says, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah,
That's right.
I'm
My
too scared.
well, you gotta get out there. You gotta do these things.
I don't want to be passed over.
I'm just tired of having body issues, and I'm getting better. But like I said, I lost a lot of weight.
Mhm,
So back when I used to be very, 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 very overweight,
mhm,
I would look in the mirror and just be disgusted with what I saw. Now that I've lost weight,
mhm.
I look in the mirror and I'm disgusted with what I see. And the primary reason is because of body dysmorphia.
Right.
Like I look in the mirror and I'm like, oh, look at that. Like I'm shaping up. And then I look in the mirror again. I'm like, oh my God, you are so like, why aren't you
Yeah.
losing this weight? And you constantly tell me all the
Oh
time, you're
god.
constantly reassuring me. You're like, no, you're
All the
looking really
time.
good. Blah, blah, blah. Body dysmorphia, man. I didn't have
Yeah,
body dysmorphia when I was fat
there's not.
because my body was dysmorphed. But now I've lost weight and I've got body dysmorphia. It's a horrible thing. And body image, as a guy who's lost weight and is still trying to lose weight and
Yeah.
trying to look good for the ladies, I go out there and I kind of get a little insecure from time to time because I'm like,
I mean,
do I
we
look
all
good in
do.
this? Should I suck it in? I don't suck it in, by the way. but I think I
I
have
don't think you
I think I
could.
have a Spanx in my closet still. I
Oh,
haven't
okay.
worn it in a couple of years,
Yeah.
but I have a Spanx in there in case I ever feel like I need to
Tighten it up.
feel just tight,
It's a
just
faja.
feel tighter.
I have a faja.
Yeah, you have a faja that
Yeah.
you've worn twice,
Yeah.
but then you started getting anxiety every time you put it on.
It's so tight.
Yeah, yeah.
It
I
was
had to stuff you in there.
expensive.
Like, I have to shove my hand in there
Yeah.
and shove
Panza?
your
My
butt
what?
your butt.
No,
Just shove
not
your
my
butt in there.
butt. It's in the front.
It's all butt. You're my
See,
little
this is why
you're my
I
little
feel so
J-ho. Yeah, you like that?
that was
That's
funny.
right. That's called foreplay right there, babies. So, we gotta get away from the physical appearance one because I could spend all day on that one.
Oh,
Experience and credibility. Now this one, I feel like we can check a box off of
okay.
because I don't know. There's people out there that would disagree and think that we're physically attractive. I think you're incredibly hot,
I think you're
probably.
incredibly
I think you're
hot.
the hottest woman I've ever met, but outside of that, I do not feel like I'm on your level, but whatever. We're married, so it doesn't matter. It's legal that we are on the same level. But but I think what gives us appeal to people is our experience in the lifestyle and
Yes.
our credibility.
Yes.
And like I said, the
I think people
podcast
think that we have a lot of experience.
well, we do have a lot of
Well, in the
experience. I
lifestyle,
think we cut
yeah.
ourselves back a bit. We don't have as much experience as some people. I mean, damn. Like, I know some people that they've done it
I
all.
know. It's so
And they've done it all a couple of times, and they're
no.
like, "Oh, man, I've done this and I've
Get
done that,"
on
and I'm
it.
like, "Damn,
I
man,
know.
and you're 4 years younger than me? Ugh, you're gonna break a hip in 4
No,
years."
no.
So, I feel like we are pretty experienced. We have been doing this for a while, and we've waxed and waned as far as how many times a year we've done it. Our body count can be high, but also our years in the lifestyle is high.
Yeah.
And I mean, shit, what's the point of being in the lifestyle if we're not fucking? You know what I mean? Like, might as well,
You think
you
our
know?
numbers in the lifestyle are high?
Oh, hells yeah, girl.
Really?
We've had some years where we were banging it out often. We've had some years where we weren't. There was a lot of years where we were raising kids, but there was a lot of years where we had weekends without kids. You know what I mean?
Wow. I don't even
And we
feel like
tried to
it's
take advantage of every single time that we could.
yeah.
I think we have a pretty high body count
Really?
as a couple. Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
What's high?
I don't know.
Yeah, what's
Actually, you
high?
know what? That's very philosophical of you. What is a high body
What is
count?
a high body
Well, it
count?
really depends on what it is to your relation of the years that you've been in. If we've only been in 2 years and we've slept with 167
Oh
people,
my
that's a
god.
high count. If we've been in 14 years and we've slept with maybe, I don't know, 25 to 50,
I don't even think it's that much.
uh,
It's
uh,
definitely not 50.
I don't think we're at 50.
No.
I don't know. I don't know the number.
I'm just saying, like
I feel
but
like we
yes,
have a relatively high body
I
count.
think and no, I mean, you're right. And
I
and
mean,
and experience for sure.
we've had a lot of different experiences. We've had a lot of different situations from the fun to the
Not fun.
comical and the uncomfortable.
Yes,
We've been around it all, and we've been around all the different personalities.
that's very true.
We have dealt with the really, really loudmouthed, rude type people who don't feel like they're saying anything wrong. We've
Yeah.
dealt with the really, really kind and quiet people who are so new that they don't know how to talk to other people just yet,
Mhm.
and everything in between. We've had run ins with all sorts of people in different communities, and I feel like we're pretty experienced,
No,
you
you're
know?
right. You're right when it
Um,
comes to all that. I was just
yeah.
thinking so yeah,
It
no.
seems like a lot of the people now, I'm not saying everybody, but it seems like a lot of the people that we've been talking to as of lately
Mhm.
have been in the lifestyle for 3 years. That's the magic number right now.
Right after COVID?
Everybody started swinging after COVID.
After COVID.
Like, COVID just fucked everybody up, and they said, "Okay, we have to be on lockdown for a year. Guess what? We're gonna be swingers when we come out of this shit,
Hells
and
yeah.
we're gonna fuck everybody." So
YOLO.
I don't know how many different couples I've spoken to where they've told me, "Well, we've been in for about 3
3
years.
years, yeah.
So we're still new, but we're not new, but we're still new."
Dude, they have more
Uh,
experience than we do.
Negative,
Some of them
bro.
do.
Well,
Yes.
some of them have
We were
gotten
talking to
around.
somebody and
That's
they were like,
true.
"Man, I've done all this and y'all haven't?" And we're like, "No."
I mean, damn. Take it easy. We do have jobs and a business and a podcast
And kids.
and kids. So
And dogs.
I think us having experiences, I
Mhm.
think well, so this is something that I've come across. When we talk to newer people, and this is not by means everybody, but a lot of the newer people are still learning how to communicate with each other. They're still learning how to communicate with other people. They maybe just aren't there yet to feel confident enough to tell the people that they're interested in that they're interested,
Yeah.
you know? Those are the people that are, like, too scared to tag their crush their favorite Facebook post or whatever, It's like, "I'm just too scared, I don't wanna get rejected."
They're too new.
They're
Yeah.
new, you
Yeah.
know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Very timid.
Um, and so a lot of people who have been in a few years, they're still trying to figure that out,
Uh-huh.
and it takes some time.
Yeah.
It takes that experience. It takes trying to navigate the different personalities and figuring out that maybe how they're going to respond isn't going to be the end of the world. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And so that I feel like that was a major issue and still is a major issue for newer people. And that's where you and I have always been good for newer people in that we are so laid back because we're so experienced. We're not pushy people.
No.
We're out to just be friends. Hey, you know what? We can talk about our experiences. We can tell you guys what we've been through. We don't ever tell people how they should live
And
their
how they
life or
yeah,
how they
no.
should lifestyle,
No.
but we always tell them our experiences so that maybe they can learn from our
Mhm.
experiences. And some do,
Yeah, a lot of
some
people really
don't.
appreciate the advice because yeah, I mean, been there.
And then some of these newer people feel like, you know what? They're experienced. We don't have to worry about a situation arising where feelings will come up. We don't have to worry about some crazy situation or whatever that would happen if we messed around with somebody new still. I think somebody not too long ago asked me that because they were new, and I mean like brand new to the lifestyle.
Uh-huh.
And they had asked, well, do you think it's better that we go for new people or should we go for more experienced people? And that's when I kind of voiced, well, my experiences, I would think you being brand new, you would want to go for somebody who's experienced
Yeah,
because you want to learn the ropes and you want to learn it the right way.
a mentor.
Yeah. If you go into it and you hook up with nothing but brand new people, then you're going to have a lot of harder issues. Not to say that maybe it won't work out, but it'll be a bit more difficult to navigate
Yeah,
because you have somebody else who's still learning. It's the blind leading the blind, essentially.
exactly.
It's
Yeah.
difficult to do.
Mhm.
And so that was my answer for that. If you're new, I think you'd want to seek out somebody with more experience so that you can at least learn from some of their stories, learn from their experiences,
I
and
mean, when we
it may
came
be a
in
better experience for you.
yeah, when we came into the lifestyle, we had somebody who had been in it for years,
Yes.
and he
Yeah,
kind of guided us and kind of helped us,
totally.
kind of showed us the ropes, and then we kinda took it from there and figured out how to navigate it on our own.
Yeah.
So, that was I mean, so we did want to seek out somebody well, actually, they sought us out because we would have totally been the blind leading the blind.
Yeah.
Because we were like,
Oh, man, totally, totally. We didn't know what the hell we were
Yeah,
doing.
no, and I was never in the lifestyle as deep as I am now.
This is true. This is true. You weren't
Yeah.
as involved
No.
as you are
No.
now.
Mm-mm.
You know, I feel like this topic leads me into the idea of exclusivity versus inclusivity. I think you remember me telling you when we decided we were gonna start getting more involved in the community.
Mhm.
The idea here was I wanted to create a space around us that was 100% inclusive
Yeah.
because I
Yeah.
didn't like the idea that there was exclusive situations out there. I don't know what happened there. Exclusivity. I don't like it. Okay. And I think we had talked about it before because sometimes it seems like there is exclusivity. It seems like there are cliques that
Yeah.
will not let others in. And a lot of times it's viewed incorrectly from the people who are on the outside looking in
Yes.
because they're too afraid to try and enter that, or maybe they mistook a face or a comment and just felt unwelcomed. Situations like that, a lot of times cliques don't exist, but a lot of times they do.
Yeah, I mean,
And it can be a tier situation.
it can.
Yeah.
Like,
The
it can be a tier
the
situation.
beautiful people hang with the beautiful people.
Yeah.
Now, and I've said this before, the beautiful people hang with the beautiful people. And so this is the mentality of thinking that a lot of us have. You know, you see a couple or an individual who's extremely attractive.
Mhm.
Well, who are they gonna be around most likely? Most likely, they're gonna be around a lot of beautiful people
Yeah.
because the beautiful people are gonna say, "Let's invite more beautiful people."
Yeah.
And if you do not feel like you are on their level,
That's it.
then you're gonna feel like you don't belong in that exclusive club. Now,
Ooh, man, I've been there.
a lot of times, these quote unquote beautiful people are not exclusive. They are actually very inclusive, but people are so insecure that they don't feel like they belong there. And so then the reactions are different. Sometimes people are like, oh, well, I'm good. I don't belong here. And they go and find their own tribe.
Yeah.
Other people feel very defensive about it. And then they take off and they start just hating on these people. Right. I've seen it happen before where they're like, ugh, I can't stand those people. They're so snobby. And it's like, well, have you ever hung out with them? No, but
Uh,
I just feel like they are.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
you don't know, you know?
Yeah, you make assumptions without even meeting
Right,
them. Of
right.
course.
And there's been times where we've been like, well, we are not a part of the beautiful people's club. That's why we're not invited to
Yes.
that one. You know what I mean? And that's okay. You know, once you can sit back and you kind of joke about it, but realistically, it comes down to a matter of exclusivity
Mhm.
versus inclusivity.
Yeah.
And I don't care how attractive physically or unattractive physically somebody thinks they are, there's always a chair at our table for them.
Yes, there
You know
is.
what I mean?
All the time.
Um, it now
We are very inclusive.
if you come at us with like unethical behavior, if you come at us, and you lie and you act a certain way, well, that's where we'll choose not to hang around you. But as far as everybody else is concerned, we welcome all different types of personalities and all different looks. Frankly, like I said, I'm not selective. I like different people
Yeah.
for different reasons,
Yeah.
and we're that's just the kind of people that
I
I
think our community is
am.
really good, so it
Yes,
kind of helps that we surround ourselves with the same kind of like-minded people,
I agree.
you know,
I
which
agree.
helps, and
Absolutely,
it makes everything easier.
it does.
So you can feel inclusive when you come around with us.
That's right. You should always feel included. I've been reached out to by people inviting us to different events that happen throughout the state. And, it's like, hey, you think that you guys can try and schedule a time to come to a meet and greet and y'all can come with us and we can introduce you and do this and do that. And, that sounds like a lot of fun. It also sounds like it's very exhausting. And I'll tell you why. Because you and I, at every meet and greet, at every event we attend, we walk around and we shake everybody's hands like we're
Mhm.
friggin' politicians.
We
We
gotta meet
introduce
everybody.
ourselves to everybody.
Yeah.
And literally, we'll walk up to somebody, we'll introduce ourselves, we'll look at them for a minute, make a
Mhm.
little joke or something, and be like, okay, well, we're going to keep on moving along. We'll see you guys later. And we try to at least introduce ourselves to everybody. And then by the time we're done, We find a wall to lean back against,
And we're done.
and we're done. And
Mentally
people
done.
choose to come up to us or they choose not to,
Yeah.
whatevs.
Yeah.
We will have a conversation with them, but we are always inclusive. And I've told people, if you see us at the club, if you see us at an event, whatever, at a at a lifestyle event, preferably, yes, feel free to come and say hello to us.
Yes.
If you see us at HEB shopping with our kids, don't come to us. Don't do that. Don't do that because that
I said hi. I don't
no,
care.
I know, but, I'm saying, like, just
Yeah. Just
just kinda
be regular friendly.
be
Be
regular
vanilla.
friendly. Yeah,
Vanilla
don't
friendly.
come up to us in front of our kids and be like, "Hey, so I was sucking dick the other night, and I was listening to your podcast, and I immediately thought how, hey, Adam would really love to hear this while we're standing in the chicken aisle." Don't do that because my kid's listening, and I don't need that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But, we can have tact, you can say hello, but, let's leave it at that. Let's not go there. So, yeah, we do try our best to be inclusive as possible. Now, I guarantee you there are people out there who maybe think that we're not inclusive, and I'm sure people have looked at us and gone, they have a clique.
Nope.
Hey, we can say no, but
Mm-mm.
we can't control what other people
Of
think or
course.
feel,
Yeah.
you know?
I mean, we don't, but okay. It's all good. It's all good. I
Yeah.
mean, people are gonna think whatever they wanna think.
I mean, it's the same thing with getting passed over.
Exactly.
I mean,
Yeah.
sometimes, I could easily look and go, "Well, I just got passed over,"
Yeah. And it's not
or
really like that.
it might
Exactly.
not be like that,
Right. Right.
It might just be a different vibe,
Different vibe,
you
man.
know? Not everybody vibes with you the way you think you vibe with them.
Yes.
I've had people who felt a sexual vibe with me immediately, and I never felt it with them, and I'm
Ah.
sorry, but
Yeah.
I can't force it
No.
because Adam Jr. don't work that way.
No, he does not.
No, he likes to get to know you, he likes to vibe with you, and if he doesn't vibe with you, then he doesn't
Then
doesn't
that's
do that
it.
well.
Poor Adam Jr.
Poor Adam Jr. That's right. The Penisaurus Rex.
No, I mean, you have to feel that inclusive. You have to feel that want. You have to feel all that goodness.
Yeah,
So I totally understand. And especially when people are a type, certain kind of way, that kind of draws you to them.
totally.
So it's not inclusivity. It's just, everybody.
You
You kind of find your own people.
you do. I feel like this particular topic is
Mhm.
one that people are afraid to talk about because it's hard to talk about without sounding shallow or cocky
Yes. Or
or
arrogant
arrogant.
or
Yeah, I mean,
yeah, or
nobody wants
snobby.
yeah,
Yeah.
nobody wants to be viewed that way in the community. I certainly don't.
No.
And I really try to be as inclusive as possible, but realistically, we all create this hierarchy in our head,
Within ourselves.
within
Yeah.
ourselves.
Yeah.
We all see it one way or another. You walk into a community, there's always going to be people that you see often and you associate them with being at a top level. And I don't know what makes us do that. And is it intentional or is it just something that we naturally do as
Yeah.
humans?
Yeah.
You know what I
I
mean?
think it honestly, like I said, I think it's something that we naturally do because we are so insecure about certain things. So it's like you don't want to talk to the person that has the bigger boobs, or you don't want to talk to the person that's skinnier. You don't want to talk to the guy who's really hot because you just don't think that you're on their level or whatever.
And I've heard you say that where somebody that we both thought was extremely attractive, a very extremely attractive guy
Mhm.
in the lifestyle.
Mhm.
And I mean, the guy looks like a superhero. Like
Yeah.
even I'm like, geez, can I be gay for this guy?
Yes.
Because I mean, he's a very good looking guy,
Yes.
and he has shown interest in person. He's shown interest in you, and you've sat back and gone, what? What why is he doing that? I'm not on his level. Have you seen the women that he's going for? What
Yes,
is he
and it
doing?
makes me so nervous. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, but that's you putting him on a pedestal,
Mhm.
right? Because he has physical attractiveness. But
That's only when I get it myself.
but
Other than that,
I
I'm like,
mean,
"I could get it."
realistically, we don't know him that well,
No.
and you don't know where the cracks are. He's an average guy,
He's
and I
an
guarantee you if you talk to him and you tell him, "Hey, why are you talking to me? Because you know what, man? You could be banging all the solid chicks here." And you know what he would tell you? He'd be like, "I'm just an average guy, and you're an average girl. Let's go bang it out."
"Let's go."
Girl, hey, you wanna maybe just take it easy there, all right? He he's not here right now. People need to know what we're talking about. Now, I'm curious, is this a regional thing? Now, what I mean by that is we've got a lot of listeners that are outside of the US and in different
Oh.
countries. I don't know, is this just a US thing or is this a human thing? Do we all do this? Are you guys in foreign communities, of swinging communities? Do you see this issue?
Mhm.
And if you do, then we know it's just a human
Yeah.
issue. We all do
Yeah.
this. Or is it a regional issue?
Oh.
Is it the US has more insecurities? Because I knew a lot of I want to say I read that in the French community, the swinging community in France, it's a lot less. Like everybody's on the same level and everybody just kind of floats to everybody else and this and that, and it's just everybody's confident and
I've heard
everybody
the
plays.
same thing.
I don't know if that's a European thing, I don't know, but, for those of us that are across the pond there, if you wouldn't mind, shooting us a message, shooting us some sort of confirmation, I'd really like to know, because we have nothing to compare it to, all we know is what we know here,
Yeah.
and I know that we, in this region, are incredibly insecure, and I would like to think that there are regions out there that are not insecure and that everybody just gets along and they all just have sex and everybody has a good time.
Oh, my boo.
I know, in a
Your
perfect
brain.
world. Just a perfect world. Well, I feel like this was a really good topic to talk about. I really enjoyed this. We are going to be discussing things that maybe are a little bit more controversial. It's stuff that needs to be talked about. We need to talk
Yes.
about it.
Yes.
We need to talk about it.
Yeah.
And so that's what we're doing. And so I hope you guys really enjoyed the show. I really enjoyed time with my boo bear over here doing what we do.
Yeah.
We love having you guys join us. And I'm pretty sure that you guys are enjoying a little bit of fun time yourselves this weekend.
Phew.
Just know that as you listen to this podcast, we are really, 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 really exhausted because we're doing a lot of family stuff. We have graduations, we have kids that are going on into high school, just all sorts of stuff. We are just pulled thin left and right. And with that, just know we are not ever going to forget you guys because we are constantly making the shows, even if we have to wait till the last minute to do it.
Yes.
Thank you so much for joining us on the show today, and we will see you guys next week.
Bye.